Clark County ends in Joe Field. This is Joe. Joe, dumb as you can see. This is Joe Armstrong talking with us today. Okay, you will be up there? Okay. Fine. Well, hello everybody. I don't know if you know me, but I'm Joe Armstrong, the quarterback for Joeville. And I'm pretty good, but Connor Dean is better than me. Just because he's better than me, but yeah, we got a special shout out that goes to... Alright, Connor. Hello everybody, there's going to be a shout out going to Xander. Xander, you are the W. Thank you for what you did. I appreciate it and all that stuff, but Xander, you are pretty good at, what you're doing. And thank you for giving me that fidget thing. I appreciate it and all, but yeah. And it is true, I am better than Joe Armstrong. It's just, how all that is, but thank you, Xander. I will appreciate it, and, or Xander, whatever your name is, but yeah, I'm just going to give you a few throws just to see how good you think my throw is. Comment down below. I'm sorry, I can't throw that far anyway, but I'm inside anyway, so. Let's go. I play for Clark County Indians. I play for the Clark County Indians. I am pretty good. Trust me, I'm pretty good. We will sponsor this video by Xander. Xander, you are now sponsoring this video. I'll see you soon. Bye. Hello everybody, today is day 3 of doing 20 push-ups. I'm going to be doing 20 push-ups, so yeah. Alright, let's do 20 push-ups. Besides, if you already haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe because about almost 99 of you aren't even subscribed who are watching my videos. The heck? Kind of disappointing once it comes to a small YouTuber, because you know how it all is. Day 3 of doing 20 push-ups. Do not make fun of me. Today's just day 3, okay? I'll improve. I'll improve. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20. Darn. Don't worry, guys. I'll improve later. Someday I'll probably improve them. Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe. Do not scroll, please. Do not scroll. Hello, everybody. Welcome to day 4 of doing 20 push-ups. Day 4 of doing 20 push-ups, guys. Day 4 of doing 20 push-ups. Alright guys, if you haven't already liked and subscribed, do that now before I do my 20 push-ups. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get into it. 1, 2, 3, 5. 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh man. It is kind of a struggle, but we're going to try to do better next time, guys. I'll see you soon. Please like and subscribe. So, yep. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Alright guys, I got a request from somebody. They said they wanted me to post longer workout videos. So I'm gonna show you guys what I usually do. So, yep. All right, I got weights. I usually work out with weights and do push-ups on them. But I'm not gonna do push-ups. I'm gonna show you how so I usually do this. These are 10-pound weights. I'm trying to get in the hang of making these kind of light for me. And then sometimes I'll do this. All right. I really don't do long workouts, but I'll just show you some of the workouts I do. So I'll like whatever these things are called, but these are kind of hard. And I'll do that. Those are kind of hard. But, and now I'm going to, alright guys, ignore the background noise, but I usually use this thing. It's called like a elliptical thing. I usually do it until I get to 100 calories burned each night. I'm gonna do it for 100 days, but today is day 4. Today is day 4 of doing it, so yeah guys, I'm gonna go ahead and do it right now for you guys. Do it right now. And usually it has to load before I anyways, guys, that's my exercise. If you're interested in what I'm doing, comment down below. And yeah, thank you all for watching. I'll see you next video. Like and subscribe. Hello everybody, I'm going to explain what this football has in common. You see, in order to, I'm going to show you some quick little lessons here. In order to throw the football, you've got to, like, do this. And then, you know, kind of that, and it's pretty easy. It's pretty easy once, you know, you get into it and, you know, like all that. So remember, like this, and then you want to do this, and then do this, kind of like that. So yeah, all right, this is our last post of the day. Remember that. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe, definitely.
The tables have turned moment. When I was in school, I had one particular teacher who hated me because I always got 100 on her tests without studying. She constantly argued with me, even saying she can't wait to look me up in the county jail in a few years. I stopped submitting her homework after that, but continued to ace her exams. She hated it so much that she even tried giving me a separate test from the rest of the class just to try and make me fail. Well, I actually noticed the questions were different and brought it up to the school administration. She got into a lot of trouble and found me the next day after class. She threatened me, saying I had just costed her a raise, and if I ever did something like that again, she'd make it her life's mission to make sure I don't graduate. Well, I went way too far. There was a kid in my class who would do absolutely anything for attention and was infamous for the time he jumped out of a second-floor window to impress a girl. He was suspended for a month, but on his first day back, he was already back at it. We were sitting in art class, and the second the teacher walks out of the room, he gets a genius idea. He turns to us and says, "Dare me to eat this paint?" Everyone told him it was a horrible idea, but it was already too late. We thought he was just joking, but he proceeds to down not just one, but 2 entire tubes of paint without any issue. However, not even 30 seconds later, he told us he didn't feel good. At this point, I think he realized how bad that idea was and started panicking. Eventually, I think he got so stressed that he just completely passed out. He hit the floor hard and the entire room went silent. Finally, our art teacher walks back into the room, sees this kid on the floor with blue paint around his mouth, and instantly knew exactly what went down. I watched her panic, trying to shake him awake, and screamed at us, asking what happened. He wasn't moving, and she called 911 as quickly as she could. I remember all the girls in the
rumor at your school. I had a girl in my class who always had to be the center of attention and would annoy everybody doing it. She'd come to school with a new cast every month and would cry over everything to get people to feel bad. And unfortunately, some actually did. One morning we had a school-wide assembly, but out of nowhere, the girl's mom walks into the gym. She went over to our director and whispered something to him, and he picked up the microphone. He called the girl to come down, and everyone was silent. When she did, her mom whispered something to her, and she immediately lets out this blood-curdling scream. She yelled, "Oh my God!" and instantly started crying her eyes out before running towards the door. She fell halfway there and just kept crying on the ground before her mom dragged her outside. The entire gym was silent, and of course, basically everybody
you've ever seen. I begged my parents to get a dog almost every year I was in school, but they never let me. So the second I bought my own house, I adopted a pit bull to keep my kids safe. I remember being so excited and thought it would be so fun and easy. A month later, I was basically ready to give the dog up for adoption because she had completely destroyed 2 couches and a chair. One morning, I had to go check the mail and figured it would be fine if I left my kids alone with the dog for a few minutes. She was in the crate, so I wasn't worried about anything breaking. When I came back, the front door was wide open. I could feel my heart start to race. Then, my dog came running outside, and I knew something was horribly wrong. I didn't even look around and just went straight to my kids. They were locked in their room from the outside, and I didn't even want to know who did this. I just went straight outside and called the police, saying someone broke into my house. They took forever to come, and when they searched the house, they told me it was a break-in. Whoever did it didn't know my kids were home, so they must have panicked and locked them in the room they were in. They grabbed almost everything they could, and I would have been thousands of dollars in debt. But thankfully, my 10-month-old dog somehow broke out of her cage and chased this guy back out the window he broke. They actually caught the idiot that same day because he showed up to the emergency room completely covered in bite marks. We decided on keeping Wee Wee after that. Who's the dumbest criminal you've ever seen? I begged my parents to clown go way too far. There was a kid in my class who would do absolutely anything for attention and was infamous for the time he jumped out of a second-floor window to impress a girl. He was suspended for a month, but on his first day back, he was already back at it. We were sitting in art class, and the second the teacher walks out of the room, he gets a genius idea. He turns to us and says, "Dare me to eat this paint?" Everyone told him it was a horrible idea, but it was already Too late. We thought he was just joking, but he proceeds to down not just one, but two entire tubes of
you have. My dad remarried a few years ago to an absolute she-devil. While she acted nice to me in front of my dad, behind closed doors she would terrorize me, calling me a pig and a failure. She would rip up my clothes and claim she was helping to make them bigger because I was gaining weight. My necklace that was a family heirloom on my mom's side went missing, and I know she stole it, but I was blamed for losing it. I tried to talk to my dad, but he didn't believe me. He assumed I was making stuff up for attention because my mom had died. One day I had enough and wanted to prove my innocence. I used all of my savings to purchase small cameras to place around the house. They were inside bookshelves, on nightstands, and I even got a teddy cam. A few weeks went by, and I came home and found my dad waiting for me. He said he was incredibly disappointed in me. I was so confused until he showed me his very expensive vase shattered on the floor. He said I was grounded and he would think of a worse punishment later. I told him it wasn't me, but he didn't believe me. That night I collected all of the footage and started scrolling through it all. As I saw exactly who broke my dad's vase, a brilliant idea formed. I had to go to my stepmom's birthday party in a few days, and decided to use this opportunity to show everyone the truth. Day of, I told everyone it was a gift to show my love, and as soon as I hit play, every single one of my stepmom and dad's friends and family saw the truth. My stepmom was heavily making out with a strange man in our home, and while grabbing at each other, they broke the vase. They entered my dad's bedroom and didn't leave until an hour later.
coincidence you've ever seen. When I was 9, I had a huge crush on a girl from my class. I think she liked me back because our moms decided it would be cute if they took us out so we could go on a date together. We sat at our own table and had dinner and giggled the entire time because we thought we were grown up. I asked her to be my girlfriend and she said yes. We dated all through middle school, but when we were going into our first year of high school, her family suddenly had to move to an entirely different country. I was heartbroken. She wanted to do long distance, but I said no because it would have been too painful. I felt depressed for years after she left and was practically dying every night trying not to text her. I even found myself thinking about her through college. When I was 25, I went on vacation to the country she moved to, but honestly, had no idea where she lived. I didn't expect to see her, but while sitting down in a coffee shop, she walked in. My heart started racing, and I rubbed my eyes probably 12 times before I was sure it was her. I was too nervous to go say hi, but when she was leaving, I knew I'd never get another chance to see her again in my life. I ran up to her, and as soon as she saw me, she hugged me. We made plans to go out that same night, and 5 years later, are getting married. What's the most insane leaving school on a Friday when I saw a kid from my class walking home? It looked like he was carrying all of his books, and I thought he must just be a nerd bringing them all home for the weekend. I was pretty popular at the time and was going to a party that night, so I just kept walking. But then, a few guys were passing him, and all decided to trip him, so he landed in the dirt. They stepped on his glasses and laughed at him. I felt horrible, so I went over to help. He looked totally broken, but when I helped him up, he sort of smiled at me. His name was Kyle, and I asked why I had never seen him before. He actually lived close to me, and turned out to be pretty cool, and I don't know why, but before he left, I invited him to the party that night. I was really surprised when he actually showed up and we got to know him. He came back to school with all his books that Monday, and by senior year, we were best friends. He completely changed, and all the girls loved him now. And at graduation, he had to give a speech since he had the best grades. He was nervous, but I told him he'd do great. He got up, but instead of giving his speech, he told everyone about that Friday when I said hi to him. He told our entire grade that he was actually taking all his books home that weekend because he planned to take his own life that night, and so his mom didn't have to go clean out his locker. He said I literally saved his life that day, and I didn't even know. Have you ever accidentally saved a life? I was leaving school